Hi everyone, my name is Maddie or ACottonSock, and if you've never caught me before, I play the retro Sims games like The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 on this channel. And today, EA released an update in 2025 for The Sims 3. Let's talk about it. So this wasn't like those officially named Sims 3 patches that get their own like patch 70 or patch 69 or patch 68. This was a tiny little patch that pretty much went under the radar. I can't seem to find any official posting by like EA support where they're like, hey, we released a patch today to fix X issues. No, this is literally just like someone on Answers HQ posted this, but the new version is 1.69.47 with all those numbers at the end of it. This patch fixes the Alder Lake issue where the game wouldn't start correctly on newer higher end Intel processors. It makes no other change. So if you have an Intel processor, you no longer need the Intel Alder Lake patch by Lazy Duchess. This was a super simple fix that Lazy Duchess made forever ago. I actually needed the Alder Lake patch because I do have a 12th gen or later Intel processor, but this should help people not need to go out of their way to fix The Sims 3 because now it is officially built into this patch, which is really cool. It makes fixing the game a little bit easier. Of course, there are other steps you have to take in order to fix The Sims 3, but this cuts down on one less fix that I have to include in like one of those giant here is a fix guide for your Sims 3 game that end up being like an hour-long video. It is worth noting that this was released, the kind of duct tape fix by Lazy Duchess, the unofficial Alder Lake patch I should call it, was released in 2022, and just now in 2025 EA are fixing this issue like, hey, people with Intel CPUs literally cannot launch their game, EA, and y'all are just gonna let this happen, or I don't know, kind of weird to fix it 3 years after this unofficial patch got released, but whatever. It's also worth mentioning the last time The Sims 3 got like an official patch from EA was in 2020, and this was only for Mac. And then before that, the last time we got a Sims 3 update for like Windows was in 2015, like an official named patch in 2015. Isn't that crazy? This is just a friendly reminder that if you do update your game, which it looks like it's gonna make me do it in order to launch the game, The Sims 3 may break, and specifically some mods may break. Considering many mod creators for The Sims 3 haven't been active in 5-10 years, I'd be very cautious about updating your game because you don't know if you can get the mods that you may need back. If you really want to update your Sims 3 game because you don't want to use the unofficial version, the unofficial Alder Lake patch, because that's all this update does is add the Alder Lake support for Intel CPUs 12th gen and later, I would highly recommend backing up this bin folder. You can just right click on it and hit copy and then just paste it on like your desktop or something like that, just so you have a backup for this, because if something goes wrong, mods don't work, this should allow you to revert it if you go ahead and just paste this back over. I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually launch my Sims 3 game, which poses a problem because obviously I'm a Sims 3 content creator. So what's going to happen here? I don't know. We're going to have to see. One thing I'd highly recommend everyone to back up if you are going to opt for this update is to just copy and paste your options.ini file. This is what saves all your Sims 3 settings each time you do an update. So what I do is I just copy this and I just paste it above in my Electronic Arts folder. As you can see, I already have one in here, and this will require you to rematch your graphics card to your Sims 3 game, so you can just use that Sims 3 GPU add-on program. But yeah, all your settings are going to be gone, and your save should still be there, but your settings won't be. According to some users on my Discord who did go ahead and updated their game, Reshade is fine, you won't have to reinstall that, but the Lazy Duchess Origin/EA app launcher does get messed up. So if you want your Lazy Duchess Origin/EA app launcher to continue to work, which Lazy Duchess is very quick on updating their mods, then don't opt for this update. The fix obviously already exists, as I said, the Intel Alder Lake patch, so technically this update did nothing for most people, especially if you don't have an Intel processor. Then this literally did nothing for you except probably break some of your mods, so that's not good. But I just want to make this video. This is a real update. This is really happening. The Sims 3 is still getting patches in 2025, albeit not like an officially named patch 70, patch 69, patch 67, so on and so forth. But pretty cool, pretty cool. The last one was literally in 2020. 5 years later, we're getting another update for the Intel Alder Lake CPUs. Really cool. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this little video. Makes me excited for no reason because nothing will probably happen after this, but it's pretty cool. I make tons of Sims 3 and Sims 2 content, so feel free to check all that out, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Peace out, everyone.